Yasmini.
And I'm Lauren Salinas.
Welcome to United ITV News, a program that will show you what's happening at United ISD.
You'll see events and activities that take place in our district.
On today's show, we'll show you Laredo's first Kaizen Fellowship Summer Program
and the Laredo Chamber of Commerce Bell Award.
Those stories and more are coming up
on this exciting edition of United ITV News.
Students from UISD together with students from other local school districts spent 6 weeks taking part in an intense and unique paid summer internship.
The Kaizen Fellowship Program is a college preparatory legal curriculum and the inspiration of the U.S. District Court Judge Diana Saldana. In our next story, see how this program is a life-changing experience for these young citizens.
The fellowship program is named after Judge Kaizen, George P. Kaizen, and it was really an effort to continue his legacy. He was the only federal judge in Laredo for over 20 years. He sacrificed a lot of his, his life, his family life, because he loved Laredo so much, and he believed in the oath that he took, and he believed in giving back to the community.
I also want to point out that Judge Saldana was the genesis of this whole program, and I want to recognize her for all the work she's done for our students. And again, this is the first time we take the Kaizen Fellowship program, we hope to take it to another level next year. This is something that is so important for our community, because without this program, our students may not have the opportunity to see what's out there in our federal system.
Providing an opportunity to these 22 students from different parts of the city of Laredo, it's an opportunity exposing them to different things, different folks. They've had folks that come in and speak to them about different things. And the important thing is for them to open up their eyes that there are things outside the places that they might live. And just being given that opportunity, you never know. One could be the next congressman, the next one could be a president, could be a teacher, could be a lawyer, and it's all about providing opportunity.
As much as I put into sports, I failed to do it academically. These studies are the most important. You look at I'm talking to you as an ex-professional athlete right now, and I can tell you, please continue your schooling. Your education is key. Do not stop. And I'm talking to anybody else that's listening. I don't care if it's a camera guy. I don't care who's sitting here today.
The hope and the prayer was that they would realize that they come from a community that is very unique, and that because it is so unique, that there are a lot of people here who truly care about their desires. And so that even if you don't have a family member who has high school diploma, college diploma, that there are a lot of resources here where we can help you succeed.
So growing up, I'd always been jumping from telling my parents like, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that, but at the core of whatever job I wanted to do, I wanted to help people. And talk to people. I love talking and helping people. And I'm good at school, I'm good for that. So I decided that coming into high school, I got into debate and into a lot of extracurriculars that required, talking and looking into politics. And so gaining that knowledge, I realized that law was the best way to help people. Don't be scared. So when I first applied to this program, I was ready to learn. I was ready to listen to lectures and do quizzes and do assignments. And there is some of that, of course, it just goes without saying. But it's more than that. You grow as a person and you learn things that you would have never been able to by yourself. And don't be scared of the people, because and I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart, everybody here is kind and everybody here is cheering for you. And so, you never have to feel bad about, wanting to ask a question or wanting to understand more about a subject or knowing the answer to the question. You're here to learn and grow and better yourself. And that's why you should always want for yourself. So,
thanks to Judge Saldana and in honor of Judge George P. Kaizen, we are being exposed to the legal system and how the court systems work. Well, we've seen a lot of things actually. We visited the county jail. We've gone on a couple of field trips with the Border Patrol. And we've also been like having to see firsthand from judges and how they do their work and what they do on a daily basis. So we've been getting to see like firsthand what they do. That this experience is truly going to be a really memorable one. And I'm going to carry this with the rest of my life, and I highly recommend it to whoever and anyone who can apply it to it.
Today we're celebrating the graduation of 22 Kaysen Fellows. Each of these fellows are rising juniors or rising seniors selected from each of the public and private high schools around Laredo. They went through a 6-week internship program at the federal and state courthouses. They took classes in civic, trial advocacy, introduction to the judicial system in the United States, media literacy, and they learned alongside federal prosecutors, federal public defenders, and attorneys from our local Webb County Bar Association. They learned how to try a case. The culmination and capstone of the program was a full-length criminal trial in which the students took on roles as defense attorneys and as prosecutors and even as witnesses. So everybody had a lot of fun, and we are now celebrating the accomplishments of this first cohort.
Of course, I would love for them to all be lawyers one day and go to law school, but I think realistically, I wanted to make sure that they got exposure to not only the legal field, but other professions and other career options that there are in the courthouse. So, law enforcement, the probation officers, the clerk's office, the law clerks, the judges. They've got to interact with people in every sphere of criminal justice in law during this program, and I think really we were just hoping that they would get exposure and that they would find a mentor and they would find someone they could look up to and maybe give them some direction for college and beyond. It's just that this is a really, really special program. These students are really spectacular. The way that they've bonded throughout this experience is remarkable. I mean, really by day 3 or 4, they seemed like best friends. I think they've made some lifelong friends at this program, lifelong connections. Hopefully they'll stay in touch.
And so it was really an exposure for the kids. It was an exposure to all of the different law enforcement agencies. It was an exposure to the legal community, to the judicial community, and them hearing the stories, from across our community, so that they could understand that they can succeed and that they can go get a higher education. And that they have the support from their school district, from their individual school, and from the community members, the community leaders.
The United ISD Federal and State Programs Department had a food drive at the Family Matters Resource Center. Families that are under Title I program had the opportunity to pick up some food items. This is the way the United ISD helps in supporting families in need. Adriana Ramirez, Executive Director for Federal and State Programs, tell us more about the event.
This is something that we continue to work with at UISD. We want to make sure that we're supporting our families that have maybe different challenges, different needs throughout the year and through the summer months. And so we want to make sure that we are continuing to meet those needs. And at the end of the day, it all goes to supporting our students and helping them continue successfully in school.
If any family is in need of assistance, they can contact the federal and state programs at 956-473-6259.
United ISD hosted the 8th annual K-9 competition at Gonzales Middle School Gym. 15 different law enforcement agencies participated in the K-9 competition. The agencies were from San Antonio, the Valley, Corpus Christi, and the local law enforcement agencies. A total of 35 teams competed in the competition to see who was the best. The teams had to complete an obstacle course and search for narcotics hidden within the obstacle course. The teams got awarded points for each kind of narcotic found. The K-9 competition gives the agencies the opportunity to learn from each other and become better handlers.
Every year, the Laredo Chamber of Commerce honors several teachers from UISD and other local school districts for their distinguished work with students in the classroom. Over the years, many teachers have been presented the coveted Bell Award. There are many dedicated people involved and generous sponsors, and 2 people, former teachers, come back year after year to honor their colleagues.
calling all teachers. We'd like for you to apply for the School Bell Award. The Laredo Chamber of Commerce has done an awesome job in always supporting the educational spectrum, and I think teachers are very special and they do make a difference in our community. And of course, without a teacher, you know, we wouldn't be here, right?
You know, each one of the activities that we have at the Chamber is exciting because they're different and different things. Education, in particular, every year, of course, for over 30 years, we've been celebrating, well, recognizing outstanding teachers. Coming from a family where my wife is in education, my daughter's in education, you know, it's something that I really have gotten to appreciate. It's a good way of rewarding teachers that do so much. And I wish we could recognize more than we can. We do 12 teachers, 12 awards, different levels, all the way from kindergarten all the way up to college. But we do what we can, and I think it's a good way of recognizing the work they do because it so often goes unnoticed.
I feel that we can see in the application process those teachers that go beyond the call of duty, and that's so important, that they are really assets to this beautiful community of Laredo.
Any teacher in any of the school districts, public schools or private schools, can apply. And the idea, of course, is that we want as many applications as possible. And then the committee itself, we've got a very strong committee made up of educators, made up of business people. They'll go sort out the applications, go through them, select them, and make a final selection, and that's who we recognize.
So we do encourage all the teachers to go, you know, to apply, because there's that one special teacher that we will see as a committee that will stand out, you know, and we want to recognize them. They deserve it.
Well, my wife is in education, as I mentioned. She's got over 40 years experience and at every level. She started in the elementary school, first grade, moved on to an assistant principal in the middle school, then took on a principalship as in an elementary school, then went on to high school as a principal, and then went to the central office. So she knows every level. So she's got a lot of experience and loves the schools. And so when we had this committee that we formed, she really jumped on the idea of being part of the committee. And of course, I think she's well accepted by the entire group because everybody knows her.
I was a recipient when they first started out, you know, recognizing teachers, and I was a reading specialist. At that time, I was teaching reading, and I was very honored to have been a recipient of the School Bell Award. And being a former teacher, I started out as a first grade teacher, and then I moved on to administration and being a principal of a high school, elementary, and being at the three levels, elementary, middle, and high. It's a beautiful recognition to come back and to recognize those teachers that are making a difference in the child, in every child's life.
We have some awesome sponsors. We have Killam Development is one of our sponsors. The other sponsor is Sims Chevrolet, and each one of those sponsors provides the winners with a nice gift of their own. And aside from that, we have other sponsors like McDonald's that presents with an awesome, beautiful basket with prizes. And they got all kinds of things.
This event, I would not give it up because that is my passion. Education is something that's very special. I come from a family of educators. Even Mr. Conchas, who is your interim, right now he's serving as interim of the Laredo Chamber of Commerce. He started out as a teacher, and that's where I met him. So we were both teachers, and we have a great passion for the teaching, for education and the teaching community.
Coming up on United ITV News, United South Middle School art students worked on a Starry Night stick paint.
And we'll show you UISD's annual GT Showcase.
Don't change that channel.
You're watching United ITV News.
We all have a role in keeping our schools healthy and safe. Hi, this is Frank Castillo, your District 7 trustee. We are coming together this school year to keep our classrooms protected. This means that if your child is feeling sick, sad, or angry, please get them the help they need. COVID is still around us and we want to protect everyone. If you're worried about your child's behavior, report it. Families can experience problems that only they know. Remember, you are not alone. Let's stand united for all of us.
Your dreams begin here at United ISD. UISD is expanding full-day pre-K to 8 North campuses. Eligibility criteria includes 4 years of age before September 1st. Unable to speak or comprehend English. Educationally disadvantaged, migrant, or homeless. Child of an active duty military. Child in foster care. Recipient of the Star of Texas Award. For more information, visit www.uisd.net or call 473-2000.
Welcome back to a new school year filled with awesome sporting events and fine arts performances from all our schools.
While doing our best in sports and performing at the highest level is important for any young athlete, musician, or artist, don't forget the reason why you're in school.
Concentrating on academics will not only set you up for a brighter future after graduation, it will also give you the knowledge you need to be successful in life. So remember, learn today, lead tomorrow.
United ISD is looking to hire school bus drivers. Qualified drivers who are hired will receive paid bus driving training, paid annual drug and alcohol testing, paid annual physical exam, paid state-required bus driver certification, paid certification class time, and excellent employee benefits. In return, UISD is looking for a 2-year bus driver commitment. Consider a rewarding career working with students at United ISD. Apply today.
United South Middle School art classes created a Starry Night painting created with more than 13,000 popsicle sticks.
The creation was part of a nationwide contest called Stick with Art, sponsored by the Popsicle Company.
The project won Ms. Sanchez and her students a $1,000 cash prize to be used for art supplies. The students created the Vincent van Gogh popsicle replica in under 10 days. Monica Sanchez, United South Middle School art teacher, tells us about the success of the project.
A lot of the success with these projects comes with determination and pushing them to reach beyond their limits, because when we go into these projects, they kind of don't feel that they can achieve it. But once we break it down into little steps, they start seeing that everything is possible. And so when we come to the end result, they're kind of thrown back at what they actually achieved.
With this type of project, the students learn the success happens with determination, drive, and consistency. Congratulations to all the students for their accomplishments.
The art students from United South Middle School, led by their teacher Monica Sanchez, wanted to end their school year with a big idea project. They wanted to share their love for art by doing something really special for the younger students at Ruiz Elementary. The art students worked hard to create dolls out of felt, stuffing, buttons, and anything else needed to recreate the drawings the elementary students had done. The dolls were hand-delivered to each child, and the room was full of excitement, joy, and astonishment as the children marveled at their ugly creations and shared them with their classmates. Elementary counselor Raquel Guzman tells us about the event.
Ms. Sanchez, the art teacher from United South Middle, was able to send over a little presentation to show our students, and the teachers, our first grade teachers, were able to show this presentation and work it into their daily academics, focusing on social and emotional learning, which was going to promote uniqueness, diversity, accepting of others' differences, and then they were able to show a clip of the Ugly Dolls movie to kind of give them a little bit of inspiration for their drawings.
This is the first time for the doll collaboration, but everyone hopes the tradition can continue because the students learned a lot from the experience.
United ISD hosted their annual GT showcase at the Students' Activity Complex. The top students from each campus had the opportunity to present their projects. The GT students have been working with their projects throughout the school year. There was an awards ceremony to recognize the top student from each campus that placed first in their project categories. Mario Rosales, Director for GT Advanced Academics, tells us more about the event.
We are happy here to have them and host them, as well as their parents, to celebrate their accomplishments and also give the parents an opportunity for the child to give an explanation or show off their their project and as well as explain to them what it's all about.
The students had the opportunity to show their projects to fellow students and their parents.
Lyndon B. Johnson High School has a GT showcase at their campus. Students presented their Texas Standards performance projects to their peers, faculty, and staff. The projects are required and assessed by Texas to have a way to assess the students' performance, which is part of the classes. Elizabeth Cavazos tells us about the goals of the students who participated in the GT showcase.
The goal is for them to understand research, how important it is in their daily lives, so that they can learn about topics that they're interested in and extend it to all of their learning across all disciplines.
Lyndon B. Johnson faculty and staff are very proud of all the students' efforts and the research that they had to do to complete their projects.
Among our district's 8th grade students, these are the best and the brightest. The 8th Grader of the Month program is sponsored by the Laredo Police Department. Here are United ISD's outstanding 8th graders for the year.
Some United ISD seniors had the opportunity to visit their elementary schools and spend time with the students. Let's take a look at some highlights.
Lyndon B. Johnson High School had 3 of their students sign letters of intent in their school gyms. Soccer athlete Ariana Martinez signed her letter of intent to attend Texas College in Tyler, Texas. Chelsea Lopez will also be attending Texas College with her peers to play soccer. Chelsea wants to obtain her degree in criminal justice and pursue a career with the FBI. Elizabeth Galente, soccer athlete, signed her letter of intent to play soccer at Texas College. Elizabeth will also pursue a career in law enforcement. The students were accompanied by their families and their fellow students. Congratulations to all 3 Lyndon B. Johnson High School students.
United High School hosted some scholarship signings for 3 of their students. Basketball athlete Rebecca Bertrand signed her letter of intent to attend Umpqua Community College in Roseburg, Oregon. Softball athlete Galilea Peña signed a letter of intent to attend McPherson College at McPherson, Kansas. Brianna Alvarado, softball athlete, signed her letter of intent to attend Jarvis Christian College at Hopkins, Texas. The students were accompanied by their family and fellow students at this special event. Congratulations to the outstanding students of United High School.
There are many benefits to owning a pet. UISD federal and state program holds an annual event to educate the public about pets and strays in our community. Let's look at the video.
You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
And be sure to watch all the latest UISD videos on our YouTube channel.
You've been watching United ITV News.
We hope you enjoyed our show.
Thank you for watching.